Our Miscarried Children in Spirit by Cherokee Billie, Spiritual Advisor. Greetings, this is Cherokee Billie. Having worked as a spiritual advisor and clairvoyant for 35 years, I personally have spent time in the spirit world through astral projection. Everything I talk about in my videos comes from personal experience and not from a teaching by someone else. I practiced as a clinical naturopathic doctor for 10 years and gained great knowledge in the healing arts, many of which I incorporate into my spiritual work. Over the years, I have developed a system for people to communicate directly with their deceased loved ones, and it's called Guided Journey into Spirit. Many of my clients have had incredible experiences going into the spirit world with me as their guide, and I've learned so much from this. One of the most incredible experiences involved Linda, who has been a client of mine for many years, but never before had she sought out answers from the spirit world. She contacted me because she wanted to hear from her departed father and any other spiritual beings that wanted to connect with her. Linda did her part by meditating before our appointed time and having herself in a good place spiritually so that she was more receptive to the process of hypnosis and astral projection. Once Linda and I were connected by phone, I did the hypnosis to get her in a complete state of relaxation so that she would do the astral projection with me. I could feel and sense that she was totally with me, and together we entered the spirit world. We walked along a path, and we came upon a cottage where a guide was waiting at the front door and opened it for us to enter. It was a lovely little cottage with a beautiful fireplace and a large sofa in front of the fireplace. Linda sat down, and shortly a male figure entered the room and came and stood before her. It was her father. I could tell from the way they embraced and started talking. During this process, I do not hear what is going on. I can only see, as my purpose is to be the guide. When they had finished talking, her father sat down on a chair in front of the sofa. I then heard two children at the front door, and the guide let them in. They immediately went and sat next to Linda, one on each side of her. They appeared to be around 6 or 7 years old. There was lots of talking, hugging, and kissing. I had no clue as to who they were. There followed a few other spirits and one of her guardian angels. Each one sat and talked with her. When all the talking was finished, they started dancing around, arm in arm, around the room. I knew when it was time for us to leave, and I took her back through the process that we took to get into spirit and put her back into her body. I told her it was best for her to sleep and we'd talk the next day. When I called her, I wanted to know what the experience was like for her. She was overjoyed with everything that happened. Apparently, she got all the answers she needed from her father that she had wanted for so many years. Now comes the amazing part. She told me that the two children that sat next to her were the children that she had miscarried, and that they wanted to meet with her and talk with her. She said it was the most incredible experience of her life. She had no idea that they would show up and was basically blown away by the fact that they came. She said that she did go to sleep afterwards, and that for the first time in years she slept all night without any medical drugs. I spoke with her again a few days later, and she said she still had the peaceful feeling from this experience. Now that she has seen a place that is hers in spirit, she can go back at any time, and she finds herself going back, and she just enjoys sitting in that little cottage and feeling the peace. I never know what is going to happen when I do a guided journey into spirit, and this was one of the most rewarding I have ever done. It hit me how much a woman wants to connect with a child she miscarried. She never gets over the loss, and it's important to remember we were a spirit before we came into a body, and we become a spirit after we leave our body. The same applies for babies. If you would like to go in spirit, let me be your guide. I make sure that you are protected, and the results are always remarkable. Check out my link on this video for information about how you can purchase the guided journey into spirit. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Sending love and light, Cherokee Billie.